your day.
Oh, good lord. Alright. Talking about Pokemon. I am trying to think, because Generation, like, 1 through 7... Now, I haven't beaten all of those games. Was a pretty typical on-rails... a typical on-rails RPG. Is fun to play through, and casual to play through, and... You know, like... You know... They could do better with world building, they could do better with a lot of stuff, but they're pretty solid experiences. And I would love to go through all of them again and really get a grasp of how well that storytelling evolved or devolved over time. The common complaint with Gen 8 is that you literally, like, you run into a story beat, and then instead of actually interacting with that story beat, Leon shows up and is like, oh, don't you worry about this, you shouldn't worry about this, I'm the champion. Let me deal with it, and then it happens off screen. And it feels like you don't get to experience the story, and I mean, yeah, it does make it kind of feel a bit empty. I mean, like, it's good to see. It is good to see Leon being a champion and being sort of this important figure going around and helping the world, right? And helping the region. That's good, objectively. But yeah, it does feel like you just miss out on a lot of stuff. And a lot of other games, you have the champion showing up and actually doing stuff. In Generation 9, I mean, you're free to explore the world. The problem with Gen 9 is that they could have and should have made a sort of, trying to think what the term is. Level scaling? Should have done a level scaling thing. You go to this region, and you're gonna find Pokemon that are your level. And, it doesn't matter which region you go to, it doesn't matter, you know. And they could have done something where, and they could have done the same, they could have and should have done the same thing with the gym challenges, where, like, I mean, one of two things, right? Like, you have like 3 stories to explore, right? And you can do any of them at any time, and you can do any gym challenge in any order. And like, it has been established, I do believe, that gym leaders have different teams depending on the level of their challenger, is sort of what it's supposed to be. Now, it don't work like that in Paldea, but it could have, and it, like, that would have been the most apt time for it to work like that. Either, hey, if you have a level 55 team, and you go fight, you know, and you're fighting and you decide to go fight all the gym leaders, you'll level up, but, you know, everybody is going to have a level 55 team, or the first gym leader is going to be level 12, the last one is going to be level 50, or 55, or 60, or whatever it is. And, you know, it's just going to be like, here's your first gym. Okay, so you go to the, what is supposed to be the last gym, but you go there first, they're going to have a low level. They're going to have a first gym team. And, you know, that sort of a thing. Like, that's what they should have done, and they didn't. And it felt odd. And it would have promoted exploration a little bit. They could have, and also, they could have and should have built up the areas more, I do think. They could do some sort of Metroidvania thing, with, you know, getting Pokemon and, you know, having Pokemon with certain abilities and being able to, and having to take them, you know, to certain places. And there's a bunch of other things they could do. Oh my god, there was, in Gen 8, there was the, a thing where you could have your Pokemon, like, they could do jobs, which I'm sure generated a lot of jokes that, honestly, I'm surprised I haven't seen. But, like, that was a cool mechanic, and, like, yeah, I mean, like, it's cool to catch them all, but if you're not going to use them, then they're just going to rot in the PC box, and it would be nice to have some more tangible reward, even if it's a relatively small thing. You know, like, so, yeah, and I would love the idea of maybe something, maybe akin to, well, I don't know, I mean, like, the open world of Paldea could have been, it felt really open, right? Like, there should be some linear paths where, like, oh, if I want to go here, I'm gonna have to go through this path, right? Or something like that. I mean, you know, with flying-type Pokemon, that does sort of change the whole balance. You potentially could make some limits on flying Pokemon, you could. There also should not be a sort of vehicle Pokemon, I don't think. It should be a, you get this Pokemon, if you get a Lugia, you can fly on Lugia, you can swim with Lugia, and this is just a thing that they can do. You know, that kind of thing. I would also love to see a Pokemon game, maybe not a mainline game, maybe Z through A, that'd be cool. Having an age slider, where it's like, I don't want to play as a child, I'm an adult, I'm an adult, and I kind of want my in-game avatar to reflect that. And, you know, there's a bunch of other potential things there, right? But yeah. I mean, sure, I don't know. Would it be weird to have a game where you could play as either an 8-year-old or an 80-year-old? That would be weird. But it could also be kind of fun if you had a character customizer that in-depth. Oh my god, also character customization! Yeah, like... yeah, they can do better. They can do better with character customization. I think in Sword and Shields, I think it was overall maybe a bit better than Scarlet and Violet. I'm not sure about the other games that had actual character customization. I mean, also, you know, I would love to see I'd love to see accessories for Pokemon. That'd be fun. That'd be real fun. But yeah. There's not too much else to say about Pokemon, I don't think. The next episode is gonna be something, because it's a world with life on it. And I only have so much soda to get me through it. So many chips to get through as well. So yeah, until then, have a good day, great day even. Chowskis.